Hi beauties, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For today, I'm going to show you a really quick and easy summertime look that's going to be like a stunner no matter what. We're going to do a glossy lid. Now glossy lids can be a little controversial because they get a little sticky and sometimes they can get a little messy. But I'm just going to show you this really quick and easy look that you can do. If you're going to be out for a few hours, you'll be fine with this look. So if you guys are interested in seeing how to create a bomb glossy lid, then stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. We're going to start off with the e.l.f. matte oil control lotion. We're going to moisturize our skin, mattify our skin at the same time. This lotion has clay in it and other things that help to absorb oil. Then this is the e.l.f. pore minimizing serum, and this will help to make our pores smaller as well as help the makeup to stick and make sure you have a nice glow. And it also leaves your skin a little sticky for the foundation to stick. And then we go in with the e.l.f. poreless putty primer to make sure everything is nice and smooth. And we are going to just tap it in, and then once it's filled the pores, rub the rest in. And now we're going in with the chalk dust powder from the crayon case in the letter A, which is a powder that is similar to my complexion to mattify the skin prior to putting on the foundation to make sure that we are not going to have too much shine. This is my first time trying the Huda Beauty foundation stick, and I'm looking to see if this is the right color, and yep, that is a perfect match. This is the color Gingerbread 430N, I believe, and I'm just putting that all over the face, and we're going to blend this in. And yes, I love it. I actually really did like this foundation. The wear of it was pretty good. I'm going to do another wear test with it, and if you guys are interested, I'll update you and let you know what the results are of that wear test. But as of right now, I love it. And we're just blending this out. And as you can see, it blends beautifully. It doesn't take much effort, and that's what we love. Perfect. Look at that. Look at the coverage. Really good coverage. It's a medium buildable coverage, and I love it. Now we're going in with the Too Faced Cookie Concealer. You guys know I love this concealer. Perfect amount of coverage. You don't have to go in double, and it's just a beautiful shade that goes with my skin tone and balances everything out. And this lasts forever, so that's another plus. And this is the MAC Cosmetics NW50 foundation stick, and I like to use this as a contour. And I think that it is a perfect shade. It's not too dark, not too light, and it just gives me a perfect contour that looks natural. Then we're gonna go with this Milk Cosmetics blush stick. I've been doing cream blushing, and I really love how it looks. So that is what we are doing. First, I am blending out this contour, going around the perimeter of my face and in the hollows of my cheeks and around my chin and jawline to make sure that we lift everything and make it look flawless. Blend, blend, blend. Nice. And we're blending. Perfect. Now that we've blended this, we're going to do the nose contour. Make sure to get the nose snatched and bring the sides of the nose right underneath the brow. That will just help it to have the perfect contour that looks nice and natural. Next, we're blending in the highlights, and we're just tapping away, making sure that keep the coverage and not shear it out. And as you can see, it blends beautifully, and look at how much it brightens. I just love it. And I'm just blending that onto my eyelid as well, just to even out the tone of my eyelid as well. That looks so good. And now we're going to go ahead and blend underneath the cheekbone. And this is going to help us get that snatched look that we love. Blending around the mouth. And around the nose. And just take your time when you're blending. You don't want to have any harsh lines, so you want to just take your time and blend and tap. Getting that forehead nice and blended. Now we're gonna go underneath the cheekbone, get that defined. And it looks good, y'all. We are looking good. Now, don't forget we did put the blush there, so we're gonna blend out the blush on the apples of the cheek and blend and bring it up like towards the contour. And it will do a lift if you do it that way. And it's looking so good. Look at that inner glow. Yes, she's feeling it. Yes, yes. Now back in with the Chalk Dust powder, we're gonna go ahead and set the whole face. As you can see, I'm feeling whatever I'm listening to. And we're just using this powder, just brushing it right on top of the skin. We're not going to put a heavy amount because we're going to still highlight and contour with our powders to set everything. But we just want to set the entire face with the powder that's like our skin tone. That will help minimize any type of flashback, as well as just help everything glide on nicely. And I just love the way it makes everything look. And as you can see, everything looks nice and mattified now. So now it's time for us to start to do our highlighting. I'm going to go in with the flower powder from Beauty Bakery in Plantain. And I'm just setting that right into all the areas where we highlighted. This has more of a yellow tint to it. So this one is really nice to set. And then I like to brighten on top of that. So first we're going to set, and that's what we're doing right now. Going over all of the highlighted areas once again. And just making sure that those areas are secure. Make sure to tap your brush so you don't have too much product, and it just looks so nice. Now right here, I should have done that once again. I needed to tap my brush a little bit more, but it's okay. It's okay. Center of the forehead. Awesome. Now it's time to contour. We're going in with the Contoursition notebook from the crayon case. And you guys know I like to use the two colors in the corner for my contour. One is a reddish brown shade and one is more of a cool tone. I think the mixture together makes a beautiful contour for me, and it looks really, really nice. I've been using this contour book for a long time, so I highly recommend it. I do think that the colors are very complementary to all skin tones, and it just looks really, really beautiful. Look at that contour. Look at that cheekbone, y'all. Look at it. Okay. Cheekbone is just looking good. Going over the jawbone, making sure that that is nice and chiseled. Underneath the chin to make sure that is nice and lifted. Yes. Around the nose area on the sides, just to make sure that that is nice and contoured. And then back in with our brightening powder. This is the flower powder from Beauty Bakery in color Cassava. As you can see, it is more a light shade, and I like to use this one just to brighten. So the other shade was to set, and this one is just going to add a little brightening effect. And so we add a little heavy under the eyes because I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow, and this is going to help to catch any fallout that we may have. And then I'm just doing a light layer around the rest of the face. So you can see I'm just kind of defining the areas where I want to have a brighter look. And then I'm going over the highlighted areas around the entire face just to make sure that everything is nice and bright, but I'm not going to allow it to kind of set too long. Then I go in with my contour brush and just go around all the areas. I just put the brightening powder to make sure that it is not setting in the areas where I want to have my contour. Then I went into this peachy base from P. Louise and blended that out because the shadow we're going to do today will be a nice peachy shade. So I wanted to have a peachy base to just help that to stick more and help the peachy color to have a more color payoff. So this is a Glitter Beauty Color Chic palette. I'm showing you the colors that I'm going into in that corner. So we went into this light orangey peachy shade, and I'm just literally tapping that onto my outer V and tapping that from my outer V into my crease. And I love how it's looking. As you can see, the payoff is amazing, and this color is looking every bit of what I wanted it to look like. It looks gorgeous. I love peachy shades on my skin tone. So I'm now just blending this out now that I've tapped it on and gotten the pigmentation. So if you are struggling with pigmentation, tap the shadow on first and then start to blend it out after you have the color where you want it. So that is what I'm doing right now. I have the color placed and I'm just blending it into the shape that I want. Blending, 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 and tapping, tapping, tapping. And then I went into a lighter shade that is still a peachy shade for my lid and mixed it in with the beige shade. And I just wanted the lid to be a little lighter than the rest of the eye. So it's just giving a little bit of a gradient. And I think it looks so beautiful. This could have been it, y'all. I could have stopped with the eye right here. I think this is gorgeous and just a beautiful natural wash of a peachy color. And that is just an easy way for you to do a quick, easy eyeshadow if you are on the go. But we're going to go ahead and add a very thin layer of liner for where we're going to put the lash. I want to put that on before we put the gloss on. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows because I do want to clean up my brows before I put on the gloss because I don't want the concealer to mix in with the gloss. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics eyeliner pencil in coffee, and I'm just outlining my brows, and I'm going to do hair-like strokes once the brows are outlined. And this actually gives me a lot of texture and helps my brows to look darker but still have a nice hair-like look, because as you can see, my brows are extremely sparse. So this is going to help my brow look so much fuller but not too dark. So you see when I put it on right now, it's looking pretty dark, but I'm going to get a brush, and as I brush it out, as you're going to see it sheer out, and it's going to look so much more natural. And I figured this with my brow brush, is the Precise Brow Pencil from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Those two together just help me to create the perfect brow. So right now I'm cleaning up the brow with the concealer. Like I was saying, I don't want the concealer to mix in with the gloss, so I wanted to get these brows done prior to doing the gloss, because normally you guys watch my videos, I do my brows last almost, but we're going to do them a little earlier right now just because we need to make sure everything is good. So like I said, this is the Precise Brow Pencil from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm using this to clean up any areas where I feel like I needed a little bit more coverage. This is going to help me to do that. And look at how good this brow looks, you guys. It looks a little crazy at first. It always does until I clean it up. But as you can see, it's looking nice and natural. You can see the hairs. It looks really, really good. And now I'm just cleaning it up one more time just to have it just a little bit sharper. And I love it. This looks amazing. And now that that brow is cleaned up, we're going to clean up the top as well. So we're just lining around the top, and we're going to blend that as well. Next, we're going in with the Glassy gloss from Lashing Out Glam. This is what we're using for our eyes. So I'm just use a clear gloss as long as it's nice and thick. That is a perfect gloss to use for doing a glossy eye. I like to put it on the back of my hand and then use a brush to apply it. And I'm just going over the whole eye. And whenever I do a glossy eye, I like to have a natural eye. So I did a natural peachy eye and then put the gloss on top, and it looks amazing. So now we're just blending away all of the excess powder. Look at how beautiful the gloss just reflects. It's such a gorgeous, simple eye look, but it just stands out in a different way than having shimmer. It's just like a wet look. It looks gorgeous. And we're adding our mascara. It was the Lash Paradise mascara and our duo glue. And now we're adding our lashes. And that little thin line of liner that we did will help hide the lash band. And I'm just doing a little touch up with the gloss to make sure that everything looks perfect. Adding my lash primer from Lash Paradise mascara. And as that sets, I'm going to put on my bronzer from the blush binder from the crayon case. There are two colors on the first page that I mixed that are a reddish color and a caramel color, and it just leaves a perfect bronzer. Look at that. I brought life back to my face. After you highlight and contour, the face gets a little, looks a little flat, and this just brings it all back. So now I'm using my sponge and redefining underneath the cheekbone to make sure that that doesn't go too low. And also just tapping around all the highlighted areas to make sure that everything is set and looking nice and blended. And I also use a little bit of the bronzer on my contour just to give it a little bit of color as well. Now I'm going to use my Lash Paradise mascara to go on my lashes. Remember, I put the eye primer on and I was letting it sit while I did the bronzer. So now we're putting on the mascara and this tan, or not tan, but this reddish brown liner from ColourPop in the waterline. And then I'm going in with my e.l.f. Cosmetics blotting powder that I use as a finishing powder to just go over the whole face and make sure that everything looks cohesive and it just gives an airbrushed effect. Then I'm going in with the blush from Shop Hype Beauty, and this is in the color Dreamy, my favorite peachy blush, and it just leaves a little highlight and a beautiful little flush of color. Then this is the Lashing Out Glam King lipstick that I'm using to outline my lips as a lip liner. And back in with Dose of Colors gloss, and this is a beautiful nude color. Then in with the Pecan Poppin from the crayon case, and this is just going to give a nice caramely color. Then in with my Georgia Peach gloss from Lashing Out Glam to give a nice peachy color. Beautiful. And finally in with my Caked Up gloss from Lashing Out Glam. And boom, look at that lip. Look at the eyes. It's giving, it's serving. I love it. Gloss is boss, honey. Yes. All right, beauties. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to do a glossy eye. You really just have to do a very basic eye look because you're going to be putting a gloss over it, and that's really going to be the effect. That's going to be the shine. That's what's going to be giving. And I'm just trying to kind of move around so you can see the gloss and see the shine from the light reflection. And it is such a beautiful look that is very just like easy, and it gives you just that extra pow that you want. I wouldn't wear it all day, but if you were going to be out for like an hour or two, you know what I'm saying? Why not? I think it's so pretty. It's gloss, so it will crease, but I think it still looks gorgeous. It will photograph gorgeously, and it's a fun look. So I just want to do something light and fun for it's summer, it's hot now, so something that you could do that would just be really, I wouldn't do this while it's hot outside. Now, like if you're going out at night, that's when you want to throw on this little glossy lid, some glossy lips, and you'll be out. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I love a good glossy lid. So beautiful and so easy to do. And if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like this video, comment below so that I know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm giving you. And please don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to be your own kind of beautiful, because there's only one you. Bye.